Any questions? Okay, below or above you is a Q&A section that we can sort of answer any of your questions. I actually had a
Ya,
look.
Bapak Ibu ada pertanyaan, bisa di chat atau langsung bertanya.
We had a look at a lot of the questions that you typed in onto the your registration, and I believe I've answered most of them, or all of them actually, because I managed to have a look at the questions and ensure that I've covered most of the questions over there.
Ada pertanyaan Bapak Ibu, misalnya apakah Judith, can we purchase the property in installment?
Oh, yes, sure you can. So in terms of payment plans, um, if the property is near completion, then you kind of have to pay up. But if the property is under renovation, and most of them are under sort of renovation most of them are not new build, right? Because it's a conversion from commercial to residential. And so the property is being drastically renovated, almost like it's a new build. And so they take around 2 years. So you can arrange a payment plan to sort of sort of progress. So as it goes, like maybe 20%, you pay 20%, 30%, 40%, etc. We usually break it up into about 3 or 4 payments towards completion. But you cannot start the golden visa until you pay up and the title is in your name. So then a lot of people would ask me, Judith, do you have something that's near completion? Yes, we do. And we will sort of, gather some to you and try and find what you need at that particular time. Can the property be rented out? Absolutely, yes. And you will find that it's a relatively good rental yield at around 4%. Some of the properties come with rental guarantees, and some we will put together a rental management company to rent it out for you. That's the wonderful thing about this program. Some programs, they allow us to buy property, though, even at higher minimum investments for the golden visa, and they can't be rented out. So these ones, yes, they can be rented out. And our job is to find you something which will have a rental income, a stable rental income from day one, and a capital appreciation as well. So yes, the property can be rented out. That's a good question. And you will generally find that the rental is stable. Some properties come with a rental guarantee. And if you want, you can also opt for those. And depending on how we sort of structure it, some you can negotiate for the rental guarantees to be kind of paid upfront per annum and all that. So we can sort of, go through, of course, as we go. Like at the moment in my brain is probably 40 different properties. So, depending on what you want, rental guarantee, views and all that, and we put something together for you. Yes, the property can be rented out. Tax at rental for rental income is 15%. So assuming your rental is 1,000 a month, and then you actually get a deductible of 10%. So then you have 900, from 1,000 to 900, and you times that by 15%, and that's your annual tax. And we actually do a projection for you. I sometimes do a 5 or 10-year projection and just show you your chance of capital appreciation, and it's like a business plan for the property. Bisa kita tahu berapa market price di daerah yang kita mau invest sehingga kita tahu apakah harga euro 250,000 adalah di atas market atau di bawah market. Good question. Okay. I usually do a comparison. Say if I do, say I look at Pirius and I will do a compare. Pirius at the moment, there's about 6 or 7 different developments. So I will show you this one price per square meter is this one. This one price per square meter is this one. Then I do a comparison with the market price in the area, right? Of course, the average market price in the area is lower because a lot of the units are old, like very old. They're historical buildings, right? So we have to we have to discount, I suppose, the fact that a lot of the properties are old, but generally around 2,000 per square meter above the market price, accounting for things like new build, new wiring, new electricity, plumbing, new fittings. A lot of them have like, good kitchens and all that. And we look at that in terms of a general valuation. Don't worry about it. I am very careful at recommending properties which are not so much above market price. Okay, so we want you to, in the long run, at least in 5 years, make money from this property. If you intend to buy and flip, this is not a good market, and Europe in general is not a good market, but expecting a 5% per annum growth is very reasonable. In certain areas, I will be able to tell you, I think this area, you might even make 10% per annum. And again, it depends on different type of property and different area and what you want. Rental guarantee berapa persen per tahun? Around 4%. Some are offering 3%, some are offering 4%. And again, we'll be able to tell you which ones offer 4%. Usually it's 4% for about 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years. So we can show you a couple, and you say, Judith, I want one with rental guarantee, and I'll be able to show you those. Fee property management. Property management is very low. So basically it is maybe 300 euros per year. Very low. Again, I do a projection with all these costs inside, from property management to I'll show you a recent one I did in terms of a sort of a cost calculation. I didn't open it for the purpose of this, but let me try and open it. Let me try and open it. One moment, let me try and open it from a WhatsApp that I recently sent. Bear with me. Okay, bear with me while I open this, and I kind of just generally show you a recent sort of projections that I did through my WhatsApp. Okay, can you see my screen? Oops. All right. So this is a recent one that I did, and the property was 315,000 because this client wanted a penthouse. Actually, it had an Acropolis view and they wanted a penthouse. So, and this is for 2 applicants. So I show you purchase tax, notary, land registry costs, resident permit fees, and the resident permit for the he's reunifying his wife, issuance of cards, all the initial outlay. And basically, this is all you for a 315,000 property. Again, this client wanted a penthouse, right? And then your estimated rental. This property has a 4% 3-year rental guarantee. I then show you all the annual costs, such as medical insurance, accounting, rental management fee, which is
Judith,
sorry.
can you zoom in a little bit? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
This one, he chose not the rental guarantee, but he wanted it to be rented out in the open market. So this is the property manager's fee, and they were taking, I think, 8%. So 8% of rental. Then property management, this one the tenant pays. So property management is paid by the tenant, and it's around 200 to 300 per year. And then for this property, and then tax with 5% tax relief, And then after that, the total sort of what he would receive annually. And I basically project a 5% capital appreciation. And after year 5, he would make 110,000 from rental income and capital appreciation after minusing his initial outlay. So basically, we look at each project like a business plan. Of course, if it's 250,000, then it's 250,000. This is a really good property, by the way, and I love to show you this property as well. So let me see the other questions. I hope I'm answering sort of the questions as we go along. Yeah, so that's the fee for property management. I think I've covered. It is in average, maybe around 30 or 40 euros per month. Okay. Tax on rental revenue is 15%, but you get a 5% tax relief. So assuming, I think earlier I said 10% tax relief. It's not, it's a 5% tax relief. So say the rental is 1,000, it becomes 950 and you pay 15% on it. And that's and an accountant would be able to sort of, and they only charge around 200 euros per year for that. Okay, capital gains tax, there is none. There is no capital gains tax. So that's why it's not in my calculation. If you bought it today for 250,000 and sell it for 300,000, that 50,000 that you make has no capital gains tax. That's the wonderful thing about it. As I said, Greek property, it's great time. You hopefully invested well, you make money from it, and you get the golden visa as a cherry on the pie. That's why it is a very, very popular program. And that's why we are so happy actually to market this program. We have many happy clients, you know, and when they see their property, when it's complete and everything, generally it's built well. And actually all the time it's built well. The quality of build is also very good. And they also see a good chance of capital appreciation. Most of them don't sell. They want to keep it. It's a good chance also for you to sort of, you know, leave to your next of kin. And we can help you also with things like wills and all that.
Okay, Bapak Ibu, any other questions?
Also, and someone saying what is inheritance tax? It basically ranges from 1 to 10%, but the amount only exceeding 150,000 threshold. So it's really low. Most of the time, if you sell something at sort of 150,000 to 300,000 is 1%, and then 300,000 to 600,000 is 5%. So low inheritance tax.
Any other questions, Bapak
And
Ibu?
if you're inheriting it to your children, then it's the tax threshold is 400,000. So very low capital inheritance tax as well. No capital gains tax, low inheritance tax, depending on what you sell it for. So 400,000 is no your threshold. There's no capital gains tax.
Only bank loan, Judith.
Hmm?
The question is any bank loan.
I see. Okay. For the golden visa, the minimum investment has to be invested by cash. If you invest at amounts above that, you can probably get a bank loan. It's very rare. So we actually don't have much experience in it because most of our clients buy something around 250 to 300,000. So a bank loan is not necessary. For the purpose of the golden visa, you cannot get a bank loan because you have to invest that amount for the golden visa by cash. It is a foreign investment scheme. After all, we become foreign investors in the country. Any other questions?
Ada
Okay.
pertanyaan lagi, Bapak Ibu? Nggak ada.
Great.
Okay, Judith,
Any questions? Or if you want
that's all.
Yeah, the presentation, just let Georgina know and she'll send you the entire presentation.
Yes,
and we
yes.
look forward to catching up with you, showing you more properties and showing you. For me, actually, it's showing you how to make a good investment in Greece, which I think is a good investment. And you get the golden visa as a cherry on the pie. Preserving your wealth and getting you a good rental income, a steady rental income is always our goal. Thank you.
Oke, baik Bapak Ibu, terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Oh, we have I think we have one or two spot here. Okay, thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope to see you again. And after this, we have another webinar at 8 p.m. Jakarta for Malta. If you are interested to join, kindly join us. Thank you. Thanks, Judith.
Thank you very much. Thank you.